Hello, I'm Song-Ju. Let's start the presentation. The table of contents consists of the following. The first problem is to explain the supercycle and chicken gate of memory semiconductors and to predict how the supercycle will play out in the future. First, let me explain the concept of supercycle and chicken games. It refers to the trend of supercycle when long-term price increases over 20 years. Chicken game refers to an extreme game theory in which both sides go through catastrophe if one side does not yield. As shown in the picture below, the one who avoids first loss and the one who goes straight gains. If both of them go straight, they will lose a lot of money on both sides. It's a graph of supercycle and chicken games for memory semiconductors. There are several instances, but due to time, I will present only two situations. First, the overall cycle from 2002 to 2006. The big event at the time was the full-fledged growth of NAND flash, the first iPad to offer adapted NAND flash as storage, making NAND the mainstream in the memory market. For this reason, the dual memory that Intel mainly pushed was passed by adapting a serial structure, but it did not overcome NAND's large capacity, parallel structure, and low-cost competitiveness. As a result, the NAND business of Samsung and Toshiba grew rapidly. The second is the bankruptcy of LPDR, which occurred in 2012 to 2014. In the previous situation, the direction of the technology was correct, and this time the change in the supply composition caused by the difference in the process of fine integration after the direction of the technology was determined. At that time, LPDI was not able to respond to the mobile market due to its strategy focus on PC DRAM, and it was difficult to reduce the size of nodes, so products that were reduced in size did not lead to mass production. Eventually, LPDI went bankrupt, creating the current trilateral structure. This is a prediction of future supercycle progress of memory semiconductors. Although there was an oversight due to the non-face-to-face due to Corona-19, there is now a down cycle due to the end of Corona-19, the economic downturn, and interest rate hikes. I think the oversight will appear as the fourth industry progresses. According to data from ETRI, investment in AI is encouraging. In addition, data from KISTI predicts that the market for self-driving cars will grow future, and Samsung Electronics announces that more than 2,000 semiconductors will be put in its self-driving car. With the growth of AI and self-driving cars, we expect future semiconductor supercycle to emerge in 1230, 1240. The second problem is the description of the FRANAPET, FinFET, GAA, and the predict of shape of the next generation of semiconductors. The first paper I chose to illustrate paths in comparison of FRANAPET and FinFET. This is a 2012 IEEE paper with an impact factor of 2.062. The second paper I chose is comparison of FinFET to GAA. The IEEE 1222 impact factor is 3.221. The FRANAPET controls the gate with one side. The gate controls the flow of the current between the source and the drain. The source supplies the carrier that carries the current, and the drain is terminal where the supplied carrier passes through the channel region and exits the device. We will discuss two of the many issues that arise as device sharing in size. The first is substantial swing or SS. Typically, when driving the voltage current characteristic expression for PET, we use the fact that below the threshold voltage, the current flows, and above the threshold voltage, current flows due to reverse charge. Below the threshold voltage, how fast the current increases with the gate voltage is SS, which is an indicator of how fast the PET can be turned on and off. The second is drain-induced barrier rolling. When a voltage is applied to the drain, it creates the depression region and lowers the barrier for a carrier to cross between the source and drain, which is the way the current flows, lowering the operating voltage. resulting in leakage current. As planar paths become more integrated, the length of the channel becomes shorter, causing the thermal ring phenomenon that allows the electron to pass through even in the presence of insulator. This leads to the increase in leakage current, which degrades the performance of the chip, hence the emergence of FinFET. FinFET is path that controls a gate with 3 sides. According to IEEE, there are single gate, double gate, and triple gate. Single gate and double gate are planar path, triple gate is FinFET. FinFET has lower value of DIBR and SS compared to planar path. Also, the characteristics, depending on the material, are that silicon performs better for planar path, and indium gallium arsenide perform better for FinFET. In other words, FinFET can perform better than planar path, and INGAAS can perform better in terms of material selection. FinFET are generally characterized by having a high aspect ratio. As the integration of the process increases, the height of the pin must be made thinner and higher, so there is limit. The third is GAA. GAA stands for gate all-round, which controls the gate from all sides. GAA means GAA for quadruplicate in the IEEE's material. If you look at the data, you will see that DIBR and SS have the lowest value of GAA. And the quadruplicate also has the least amount of threshold voltage roll-off. Threshold voltage roll-off is one of the problems that occurs as the channel gate shorter and is affected by the drain voltage, causing the gate to operate with small gate voltage. To summarize the data, this means that GA can perform better than FinFET because they have the lowest DIBR and SS and small threshold voltage roll-off. However, GAA currently have many process difficulties, such as the technology to isolate the source, drain, and metal gate parts well. Currently, semiconductor giants, including Samsung, are accelerating development of GAA as the future technology for sub-3 nanometer processes. This is a paper review for next generation semiconductor. The paper I chose is the complementary path for CMOS carrying beyond N3. It has an impact factor of 3.17 and 108 citation. I chose CPAT for next generation semiconductor. The structure of a CPAT is that of an MPAT stacked on top of the PPAT. This structure oriented in CMOS, where MPAT and PPAT operate with the same gate, so CPAT can simplify their operation. Since the traditional cell is unidirectional, two orthogonal layers are required. However, since the CPAT stack active is located in the center of the cell, it is bidirectional. This improves overall port accessibility. So in SDC, FinFET requires 6 routing tracks, while CPAT requires 3 routing tracks. The middle picture shows an SRAM made with a FinFET and a SRAM made with a CPAT. By making an SRAM with CPAT, we can have a high density because it uses 50% of the area compared to FinFET. The cost aspect of the CPAT show that it costs 65 to 75% over FinFET, assuming the FinFET is 6-track and the CPAT is 4-track. The deep bias from the power rail and top interconnection of the CPAT have high resistance, so extra resistance reduction by using thin barrier is key to the efficiency of a CPAT. In the figure in the center, you can see that the resistance is reduced by 30% when the material is RU. Furthermore, when the size of the CPAT is reduced to 10 nanometer, it is able to meet N3 and has a 7% higher efficiency than FinFET. In conclusion, we believe that CPAT that halve the size of the device and improve its efficiency are suitable for next generation of semiconductors. Binary references. Thank you.